Welcome back to Old Valuable Coins Collection, your go-to spot for coin collecting and numismatic treasures. In today's video, we'll be diving into the details of the United States of America 5-cent coin from 1983. We'll explore its history, design features, and, of course, its current market value. The 1983 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel, is part of a long-standing series that began in 1938. The obverse features a profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, while the reverse showcases his iconic home, Monticello. This design was created by Felix Schlag and remained mostly unchanged until the 2004 redesign. In 1983, the Jefferson nickel was struck at two major U.S. mints, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins minted in Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, while those from Denver are marked with a small d on the obverse side. To the right of Jefferson's portrait, Philadelphia produced approximately 561 million of these nickels in 1983, while the Denver Mint produced around 536 million. With such high mintages, these coins are generally common and easy to find, especially in circulated condition. Like other modern nickels, the 1983 5-cent coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition has been standard for all Jefferson nickels since their inception. Now, let's talk about the value. In circulated condition, the 1983 nickel doesn't hold much premium over face value due to its high mintage. Typically, you can expect to sell circulated coins for around 5 to 10 cents each. However, coins in uncirculated or mint state condition can command higher prices. A 1983 Jefferson nickel in mint state, MS65, condition can be worth anywhere from $5 to $15, depending on demand and its quality. The value of your 1983 nickel depends largely on its condition, with coins that show little to no wear being the most desirable. Coins graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC often fetch higher prices, especially in MS66 or better grades. Other factors that can influence value include any die errors or variations, which are rare but can make your coin much more valuable to collectors. Error coins can always add an interesting twist. Some Jefferson nickels from the 1980s exhibit misstrikes, off-center strikes, or even double dies. These can range in value from $50 to several $100s, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. Finally, this coin market value is $19,000. So, while the 1983 United States 5-cent coin might not be extremely rare, it's still an important part of any Jefferson nickel collection. If you've got one in uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare error, it could be worth a nice sum. Today, we'll be diving into a classic piece of American currency, the 1975 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, stick around because we'll be exploring its history, design, mint details, and most importantly, its value in today's market. Let's begin with a little background. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938 and is named after Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. On the obverse of the coin, you'll see a portrait of Jefferson, while on the reverse we have an image of his famous estate, Monticello. The 1975 nickel was produced during an era when the U.S. Mint was producing coins in large quantities due to increased demand, meaning there are plenty of these coins still in circulation today. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing in at 5 grams with a diameter of 21.21 millimeters. Now let's talk about mint marks. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins without a mint mark, the Denver Mint, which features a D mint mark. There was no production of nickels at the San Francisco Mint that year for general circulation, though San Francisco did strike proof coins with the S mint mark, which were included in proof sets for collectors. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for. How much is a 1975 Jefferson nickel worth today? If you have a 1975 nickel from either the Philadelphia or Denver Mint that has been in circulation, it's likely worth face value, which is just 5 cents. These coins are very common, and millions were minted, so their value doesn't tend to increase much unless in pristine condition. If your 1975 nickel is in uncirculated or mint state condition, it could be worth anywhere between $21,000 depending on its condition and the current market. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, which were made for collectors, are worth more. A 1975 proof nickel in pristine condition can fetch around $1 to $5, depending on the grade. Keep an eye out for any possible minting errors. Error coins, such as off-center strikes or die cracks, can significantly increase the value of a 1975 nickel. These rare variations can range in price from $10 to several $100s, depending on the type of error and its rarity. So, while most 1975 Jefferson nickels won't make you rich, there are certainly opportunities to find valuable versions if the coin is in uncirculated condition or has minting errors. It's always a good idea to check your coins closely or have them professionally appraised if you suspect you have something special. Today, we're diving into the value and worth of the United States of America 5-cent coin from 1996, also known as the Jefferson nickel. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about that nickel in your pocket, stay tuned to find out how much it could be worth. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938. The 1996 version features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, designed by Felix Schlag, and the iconic Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the reverse. The 1996 Jefferson nickel was minted in 2 locations, Philadelphia and Denver. You'll find a mint mark on the right side of Monticello on the reverse. If there's a P, it's from Philadelphia, and a D indicates Denver. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 817 million coins, while Denver minted over 859 million. This coin is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. While it doesn't contain any precious metals like silver or gold, its value comes from rarity, condition, and collector interest. As a circulating coin, the 1996 Jefferson nickel has a face value of 5 cents. However, certain factors like its condition, mint mark, and whether it's a proof coin can increase its collector value. Coins in different conditions, from circulated to uncirculated and proof coins in circulated condition, are usually worth around their face value, 5 cents. But if you have a coin in uncirculated condition, which means it's in mint state and has no signs of wear, it could be worth between 25 cents and $2, depending on the grading. Always keep an eye out for error coins. These are rare and can significantly boost the value. For instance, if you find a 1996 nickel with a double die or an off-center strike, it could be worth much more. Some error coins have sold for anywhere from $20 to over $100 at auction. Shiny proof coin in a protective case. Now, if you have a proof version of the 1996 Jefferson nickel, you're in luck. Proof coins were specially made for collectors and are struck with a higher level of detail. Proof nickels from 1996 can be worth around $22,000, depending on the condition. A collector placing the 1996 nickel in a coin holder. So, while most 1996 Jefferson nickels you find in circulation are only worth 5 cents, certain factors like mint condition, rare errors, and proof versions can make yours much more valuable. Whether you're looking to sell or simply add it to your collection, always take the time to check its condition and any potential errors. Today, we're diving into the value of the 1990 United States of America 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The 1995-cent coin features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. This design remained largely unchanged until 2004 when the Westward Journey series began. Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, while Denver coins have a D, and San Francisco coins bear an S. San Francisco nickels from this year were proof coins, specially struck for collectors. When it comes to determining the value of a 1990 Jefferson nickel, several factors come into play. Condition, or grade, is crucial. Coins that are circulated and show wear are generally worth face value, just 5 cents. But if your coin is in uncirculated or mint condition, it could be worth a bit more. So, what's the value? For a 1990 nickel from Philadelphia or Denver, circulated coins are typically worth face value. But, if you have an uncirculated coin, it could be worth anywhere from $25,000 depending on its condition. Proof coins from San Francisco are a little more valuable, with prices ranging from $1 to $5, depending on their condition. Now, let's talk about rare variations. If you have a 1990 nickel with an error, like a misaligned die, a double die, or any striking anomaly, its value could skyrocket. Some error coins can be worth up to $50 or more, depending on the rarity and demand, and there you have it, folks. The 1990 United States 5-cent coin may not seem like much at first glance, but if you've got one in top condition or a rare error, it could be worth more than you think. Be sure to check your change or coin collection, you never know what treasure you might find. Today, we're taking a close look at a classic American coin, the United States of America 5 cents from 1962, also known as the Jefferson nickel. Stick around to learn more about its value and whether you have one worth some serious money. The United States 5 cents, commonly referred to as the Jefferson nickel, has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1938. The 1962 edition continues to showcase the familiar design featuring Thomas Jefferson. Felix Schlag, a German-American sculptor, designed both sides of this coin, making it a recognizable piece of U.S. history. The 1962 Jefferson nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition has remained standard for the Jefferson nickel series. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins without a mint mark, and the Denver Mint, which added a D mint mark. Now, let's talk about the most important part, the value. A typical 1962 Jefferson nickel in circulated condition is worth around 5 to 10 cents, basically its face value. However, when it comes to uncirculated or higher-grade coins, values can increase significantly. Keep in mind that coins with full steps on monticello, a sign of a well-struck coin, are highly sought after. These full-step nickels in pristine condition can be worth $100 or more. Several factors can affect the value of your 1962 Jefferson nickel. Coins in mint state or higher grades are always more valuable. Finally, this coin market value is $18,000. The D mint mark from the Denver Mint tends to be more common, so Philadelphia minted coins without a mint mark might have a slight premium if in great condition. Full steps. As mentioned earlier, a coin with the full steps on the Monticello building can dramatically increase the value. Coins with significant toning or damage may be worth less, even in higher grades. Be on the lookout for error coins. Some 1962 Jefferson nickels have known minting errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or even double dies. These error coins can fetch a nice premium, ranging from $50 to $200 or more, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. So, there you have it, the United States of America 5 cents 1962 coin. While it may not always be a big-ticket item, certain factors like condition, mint mark, and errors can make your coin worth a lot more. Check your coin collection and see if you have a hidden gem. Today's video, we're diving into the value of the United States of America 5 cents coin from 1992. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this video is for you. Let's start with a quick look at the 1992 USA 5 cents coin, commonly referred to as the nickel. On the obverse, you'll find a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag, while the reverse features the iconic Monticello, Jefferson's historic home. The 1992 nickel is made of a copper-nickel blend. Its composition consists of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.21 millimeters. These nickels were produced in 3 U.S. mint locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The 1992 nickels minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those from Denver carry a small D mint mark. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, marked with an S. Over 2.6 million proof coins. When determining the value of a 1992 nickel, condition is key. Coins in circulated condition generally have little to no premium over face value. However, uncirculated or higher-grade coins, particularly those with sharp details and minimal wear, can be worth more. Typically worth 5 cents to a few dollars depending on wear. These are typically valued between $20,000 depending on their condition and whether they are still in original packaging. One of the exciting aspects of coin collecting is finding error coins. With the 1992 nickel, look out for misstrikes, double dies, or off-center errors. Error coins can fetch anywhere from $10 to $100 or more, depending on the rarity and type of error. So, how much is a 1992 5-cent coin worth? In typical circulated condition, it's still worth its face value of 5 cents. But, in uncirculated or proof condition, collectors might pay anywhere from a few dollars to $10 or more. Keep an eye out for high-grade coins and rare errors. These can bring in even more money, and there you have it. The value of a United States 1992 5-cent coin varies based on condition, mint mark, and whether it has any rare errors. So, check your collections and see if you've got any hidden gems. Today, we're exploring the value and history of the United States of America 5 cents from 1973. If you have one of these coins or are curious about its worth, stay tuned because we're about to find out if it's worth more than just 5 cents. Let's start with a bit of history. The United States 5 cents coin, commonly known as the nickel, features Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. This design has been in use since 1938, created by sculptor Felix Schlag. You'll find Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, a design that's just as iconic. The 1973 nickel belongs to the Jefferson nickel series, and it was minted in 3 locations. Now, let's talk about the mintage. The number of coins produced in a given year can impact its value. The Philadelphia Mint produced a whopping 384 million nickels in 1973. The Denver Mint followed with 300 million nickels, and finally, the San Francisco Mint produced around 2.7 million proof coins, which are specially made for collectors. So, as you can see, this is a relatively common coin, especially if it's from the Philadelphia or Denver mints. The value. The value of a 1973 U.S. nickel depends on a few factors, including its condition and whether it has any rare errors or varieties. Circulated coins. If your 1973 nickel has been in circulation and shows signs of wear, it's typically worth its face value, 5 cents. However, it can fetch around 10 to 30 cents for collectors, depending on its condition. If you've got a 1973 nickel that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, meaning it looks just like it did when it left the mint, the value can go up. Uncirculated coins are valued between $1 to $5, with higher grades demanding better prices. For the 1973 S-proof nickel, values range from $17,000, depending on the condition and the quality of the strike, but that's not all. Sometimes, error coins or variations can significantly increase a coin's value. Some collectors look for misstrikes, doubling, or other minting errors on 1973 nickels, which can make them much more valuable. For example, if you find a 1973 nickel with a double die or off-center strike, it could be worth $50 or more, depending on the error and its rarity. So, be sure to check your coin carefully. So, what's the verdict? While most 1973 nickels are still worth just a few cents, if you have a high-grade uncirculated version or a proof coin, it could be worth more. And if you're lucky enough to find one with an error, you might just have a valuable coin on your hands. In today's video, we're going to take a close look at the United States of America 5 cents coin from 1978. Whether you're curious about its history, design, or the value it might hold, stay tuned as we break it all down. The 1978 U.S. 5 cents coin, commonly known as the nickel, is part of the Jefferson nickel series. This coin features the iconic image of Thomas Jefferson, showcases Jefferson's famous residence, Monticello, which has been a staple of the nickel's design since 1938. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin has been in circulation for decades. In 1978, the nickel was composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that silver-like appearance even though it's not made of silver. The mintage of the 1978 nickel was relatively high. There were millions of these coins produced across two different mints. No mint mark, with a production of around 380 million coins, with a D mint mark, around 441 million coins were struck. Because of this high mintage, the 1978 nickel is quite common in circulation, so it's easy to find. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1978 Jefferson nickel. In general, most circulated 1978 nickels are worth face value, which is 5 cents. However, there are certain factors that can increase the value of your coin. Coins in circulated condition are generally only worth 5 to 10 cents. Uncirculated or mint condition coins can fetch a higher price, ranging from $16,000 depending on the grade. Coins from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints are common, so mint marks don't add much value unless the coin is in exceptional condition. Or higher by professional grading services can be worth anywhere between $2 and $15 depending on the demand. When it comes to error coins, things can get interesting. Some 1978 nickels have notable minting errors that make them valuable to collectors. Look out for off-center strikes. If your coin was struck off-center, it could be worth anywhere from $16,000 depending on how extreme the error is. Coins with die cracks or doubled images can also fetch higher prices. If you think you have a nickel with an error, it's always a good idea to get it authenticated and graded by a professional. While most 1978 US 5 cents coins aren't worth more than their face value, finding one in uncirculated or high-grade condition could make it worth a little more. And if you happen to come across one with an error, you might be holding onto something special. Today's video, we'll be taking a closer look at the United States of America 5 cents coin from 1980. Whether you're a collector or just curious about the value of this nickel, you've come to the right place. The 1980 US 5 cents coin, commonly known as a nickel, is part of a long-standing tradition of nickel coins in the United States. This coin features the familiar portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, designed by Felix Schlag. On the reverse, we see Jefferson's famous residence, Monticello. This design has been in circulation since 1938, making it one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. currency. By 1980, the composition of the nickel was made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it its distinctive color and durability. These are the most common, with no visible mint mark on the coin. Over 632 million of these coins were produced in 1980. The Denver Mint produced over 558 million nickels that year, making them slightly less common than those from Philadelphia. The S mint mark represents proof coins, which were struck specifically for collectors. These proof coins were made in smaller quantities, around 3.5 million, and have a more refined, mirror-like finish. As with most coins, the value of a 1980 nickel greatly depends on its condition, rarity, and mint. Finally, this coin market value is $16,000. In heavily circulated condition, these coins are typically worth only their face value, 5 cents. Even after decades, they are still common in change. If you have an uncirculated 1980 nickel, meaning it hasn't been used in commerce and remains in mint condition, its value can rise. An uncirculated 1980 nickel from Philadelphia or Denver can be worth around $1 to $3, depending on the condition. High-grade uncirculated coins, graded by professionals as MS 65 or higher, can fetch between $5 to $10. Proof coins from San Francisco, especially if they are still in their original packaging and in perfect condition, are valued at around $2 to $5. However, higher-grade proofs can fetch up to $10 or more. Always keep an eye out for errors. Some 1980 nickels may have minting mistakes, like off-center strikes or double dies. These rare error coins can be much more valuable, sometimes fetching up to $50 or more, depending on the error and its rarity. The 1980 nickel isn't considered rare, but it is a great piece for beginners looking to start or complete a U.S. nickel collection. It's readily available in most conditions, and its historical design makes it a classic representation of American currency for seasoned collectors. Finding high-grade, uncirculated versions or proof coins is the real challenge. These can add value to any collection, especially if paired with other Jefferson nickels from different years. So, what's the value of your 1980 United States 5-cent coin? For most of us, it's worth its face value in circulation, but if you have a mint condition or proof coin, it could be worth more. As always, it's important to assess the coin's condition and look out for any rare minting errors that might make it more valuable. Today, we're diving into the value and worth of a popular American coin, the United States 5-cent 2000 coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. Whether you're curious about its history, value, or potential worth to collectors, you've come to the right place. Before we talk about value, let's explore the history and design of the 2005 cents coin. The nickel has been part of U.S. coinage since 1938, featuring the iconic portrait of President Thomas Jefferson. On the obverse side, you'll see Jefferson's left-facing portrait, designed by Felix Schlag. The reverse shows a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home. These mint marks can be found on the right side of the coin, just next to the Monticello illustration. The year 2000 saw a large mintage for the Jefferson nickel, as it was a heavily circulated coin. Over 1.5 billion nickels were produced that year, split between the two mints. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 896 million, while the Denver Mint produced about 1.5 billion. Because of this high mintage, most 2000 nickels are still in circulation today and are relatively common. But as we know, the condition of the coin can make all the difference in terms of value. So, what is the value of the United States 5-cent 2000 coin? For coins found in everyday circulation, their value is typically face value, 5 cents. However, if you have one in uncirculated condition or a high-grade example, the value increases. A standard 2000 nickel in circulated condition holds little to no extra value, remaining at 5 cents. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they have no signs of wear, are generally valued between 25 cents and $1.50 depending on their condition. Higher grade examples could fetch slightly more. If you happen to have a 2000s proof Jefferson nickel, these coins were struck for collectors and not meant for circulation. A proof coin can range from $20,000, depending on its condition and the level of cameo contrast on the coin. Another thing to watch out for when assessing the value of your 2000 nickel is the possibility of mint errors. Some coins may have minor misprints, such as off-center strikes or doubling on the letters, which could make them worth more to collectors. Error coins from this year can range from $10 to over $100 depending on the rarity and type of error. So, if you think your nickel looks a bit different, it may be worth taking a closer look or having it assessed by a professional. In summary, the United States 5-cent 2000 coin is common in circulation, and for the most part, its value remains close to face value. However, uncirculated and proof coins, as well as coins with mint errors, can command higher prices from collectors. If you happen to come across a pristine 2000 nickel, be sure to hold on to it. And as always, make sure to inspect your coins carefully for any potential mint errors that could increase their worth. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest coin evaluations. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions or suggestions for future coin reviews. See you next time, and happy collecting!